Welcome to My Worst Date. I'm Cassie.
I'm Keegan.
And I'm Christina. And I was just sharing a TikTok with the ladies that I really think we have to talk about.
So
and
relatable.
It is very, very relatable to, I think, a lot of people that grew up with almond moms. But even if you didn't grow up with a health conscious mom, if you grew up with a mother that was very comfortable talking about other people's weight,
I think if you grew up with a somewhat boomer mom, I think this is a very...
I mean, I would even say love my mom to pieces. I don't think it's her fault. I think it's a societal issue. My mom is a older Gen X. Mm-hmm. She's older Gen X, and she was like this too. Like, not an almond mom, although we did diet together through a lot of like my high school. We did diets together.
We did Slim Fast together.
Mm-hmm. We did Special K. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that comfortability with talking about other people's bodies or making observations about other people's bodies is something that I feel like people of that time period were so comfortable
women's
doing.
bodies.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Specifically.
What is
women's
it about
bodies.
the moms? Maybe, again, I don't know. Maybe it's Midwest moms. Maybe it's a specific mom. But the casual nature with which they talk about, it's like they love, my mom loves to deliver a bad news. She loves to deliver a news. She loves to be the one who's like, oh yeah, I heard your ex-boyfriend got married or blah, blah, blah. You're like,
that
what are you
so
talking
Southern,
about?
That like, that casual kind of just like, I can't wait to spill the goss with you, you know, but it's hurtful goss.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember growing up and thinking, God, I'm so lucky that I'm thin. And my mom planted that in my brain.
Oh, 1,000%. When you grow up, I think hearing your parents talk negatively about anything, be it race, be it weight, anything, and if you have that, you're going to internalize it.
Oh, of course.
Absolutely. Yeah. I grew up, being biracial, growing up with like an extended family who likes to make really terrible racist jokes, of course, is going to sit within you as a child and fuck you up.
Absolutely.
And
that's the thing that people don't understand about quote unquote microaggressions.
Yes.
Because you get that. I feel like every, person of color gets that, or minority group gets that. But when you're biracial, I feel like especially people feel weirdly comfortable. If you're biracial in a largely white area, like not just family, like friends, people around you, even though I'm very visibly not white, like no one would look at me and think that I'm white. I think because I had that proximity to whiteness, that people feel kind of comfortable making jokes, and jokes that they wouldn't necessarily think are racist, but are really insensitive. And they feel like it's okay for them to make them because they're just joking, and you get it, right? You're cool. You understand, and that stuff, it does have an impact on your self-worth, your self-esteem, how you see yourself. And the same thing with body size. I was so obsessed. Part of it was the culture and the time, but yeah, I mean, it's reinforced absolutely everywhere. Our parents are just people. They're not exempt from that either. And so if it lives deeply in them, it's going to live deeply in you. And it was really both of my parents. My dad was so obsessed with working out whenever I was a small child that I remember, and I'm not trying to throw my dad under the bus or anything, but I'm going to say it because I remember it because it impacted me that deeply. I remember wanting my mom, wanting to be with my mom and hang out with her. And I was crying about that or something. I was upset. And he and my mom were working out, and he stopped his workout and he came over and he said, "We need to do this. You don't want mommy and daddy to get fat, do you?" Ooh. I remember it.
Yeah.
And it was said as this thing where it's just you need to suck this up because it's a moral judgment. Being fat is such a bad thing that you wouldn't want us to be fat, right? So just, hang in there for a little while. And that stuff, like, it stays with you. It impacts.
Oh yeah.
And it's not entirely, I don't say that to villainize my dad or my parents. Like, they are products of their own culture as well,
right.
But it sticks with you. It impacts your self-worth, the way you view yourself, the way you view society.
Casual fat phobia in my family must have been so rampant that one of my earliest memories and one of my earliest shame receipts, something that I had to be so little. I know I wasn't in school yet. Let's put it that way. So I was probably 4 or 5. And I remember sitting in the back of my babysitter's car, and I was with her all the time. And we would go to, her husband had to have dialysis. So we were driving, and I remember there was a woman on walking the road. I was like, oh my God, that lady is so fat. I thought Carla was going to pull the car over. She was like, what do you mean? Like, you don't just call people fat. And she goes, what do you think I am? And she was a bigger woman. Like, she was, a heavy woman. And I never, I just didn't think of her that way. She wore
at 4 or 5,
muumuus, you know what I mean? Like, she was a big lady. And I remember my thought of her was that I loved hugging her. Oh, wow. This is really triggering.
Oh,
I just remember thinking, God, she's so soft. And I thought, God, that was such a thing. Like, I can't believe that I called this person that I don't know fat. And then this person I love so much equates herself as and I just, you know what I mean? Like, even at that young, that I was just like, oh man, that was so awful. And it stuck. I mean, clearly it stuck with me. I'm 47 years old now and still think about it. It's just as one of those awful memories.
My own thing. This is, I'll go shame receipt with you. We were so obsessed with weight. My mom was constantly yo-yo dieting, and to the point where I remember the most hurtful things I could say to my sister, who has struggled with her weight her whole life because we have different dads, that I would make fun of her for her weight, constantly. I feel fucking awful about it. But that was when we would get into fights, that would be the first thing that I would throw in her face.
Hurt people.
Yeah. And it's just
well, we've been taught that it's a thing that you weaponize, and it's so strange.
And like you said, Keegan, a moral failing.
Yes. Yeah. It's something is wrong with you, and but it's a strange thing because I had that culture going on in my house. I wouldn't call my mom an almond mom, but definitely we dieted together. There was that kind of workout culture with her and my dad, all of that stuff. And then I remember it must have been around some holiday because a lot of the family was over when I lived in Vegas. So I was still really young, and something was going on, and I was a very small kid. I was a small child. And I remember in front of everybody, I reached down and grabbed the skin on my stomach. It wasn't even fat because I didn't have any. It was just the skin. And I squeezed it and shook it around and said, oh, I'm so fat. And the way my mom responded to that, she was so upset that I did that. And she came up to me and grabbed me and was don't ever say, don't say that. And it was just an interesting thing because everyone around me, this is what you're telepathing to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is, so don't be surprised.
Yes. When I mimic it back to you.
I'm receiving the message, right?
Yeah.
The message has been received. That's why I'm doing this behavior, is because you've telepathed this to me, and you've telepathed it to me as though it's a negative thing.
Yeah.
Right? Because fat can just be a descriptor, just like anything else.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be something that's bad. But the way that whenever you said that, Cassie, oh, that woman is so fat, it had to have been said as a negative.
Oh, yeah.
For the person you were with to interpret it that way.
Yeah.
And that's the way that we were taught to view things. And it's so fucking upsetting. And it's why, even though I've been pretty, my weight has fluctuated a little bit. My muscle tone has fluctuated a little bit throughout my life, but I've always been pretty small. It's why I don't buy that, like, well, skinny people have it hard too. It's hard for, you know,
Genetics.
it's hard, skinny shaming. It's so hard for us too. And it's like, no, I mean, there's shit that happens, sure, but you cannot compare the challenges of being thin to the challenges of being fat in this country or in the world. You cannot stop it.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing.
And I feel like that conversation is definitely coming up again. We had that brief moment of body positivity, and it almost reminds me too, it's the same thing that's happened this year with Pride Month. Right. So the US is going through a lot right now, and there are a lot of companies who have backtracked off of their DEI, and they're like corporations pulled out of Pride big time this year. And it's always been a like, haha, like hi gay kind of thing, where it's, you know, it's fake. Because immediately, once it was like acceptable to discriminate again, companies were like, hell yeah, we're going to discriminate. And it feels like that to me, that body positivity movement was like gone out the fucking window as soon as the weight loss
Ozempic
shots
became a thing. They were like, oh,
no,
never mind.
We actually really do feel like we hate fat people. Like, let's double, triple down on that.
Yeah.
And it's really felt like that. And as somebody who is currently taking the shot because of a lot of different factors, I've had to deal with my own internalized, like, am I actually taking this because of the heart issues and the glucose issues that I have? Or am I taking this because, like, it's something that I have this deep inner need for me to, like, be thin?
Yeah.
Like,
We also can't shame ourselves for feeling that way. It's the same way I feel about women who shame other women for getting cosmetic procedures or wearing makeup or whatever it is, where it's like, yes, on one hand, we want to break the wheel, right? We want to change society so that these things don't matter so much. And if you are kind of leaning into the beauty standard and giving into that, are you perpetuating this patriarchal idea of femininity, beauty, and upholding that standard?
Right.
And that argument is one thing to be made. However, we live in the society we live in. And like, that is just the plain hard truth of it. And the plain hard truth of it is women who wear makeup to work make more money than women who don't. Like, that's the truth of it. The truth of it is we as a society have not gotten over our body shaming and fat phobia. So it is easier to exist in a smaller body. You are treated better. Right. Every person who has been bigger and then lost a lot of weight will say that.
Yes.
So
it's 100% true. It is 100% true. Having cycled through being heavier and then being really skinny, growing out my gray hair, dyeing my hair, like how you present yourself or how much you conform to the beauty standard gets you more privileges in society.
Yeah.
So women really can't win because it's like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Right? So
that's why
you do what works for you, what you feel comfortable doing, live your life the way that you want to live it, present yourself the way that you want to present yourself.
But that's why too, though, Keegan, like,
better or worse.
I know what you're saying about the thin shaming, but that's the point right there. You can't win. You were too fat, too thin, to this, to that. There's never. You're never going to be good enough. It's the people those guys who like shame, like, she's not really for me, honey. Please,
Margot Robbie, she's so mid.
Well, you can't win if you look at older women specifically. Like, look at women who are older. Like, if they don't get any work done, They get shamed for looking old and saggy and wrinkly and all these things. If they do get work done, then they're shamed for trying to be younger than they are. Who do they think they are? Like, you cannot win.
Well, and what
they're going to
hurts
fuck
me,
with you no matter what.
What hurts the most, though, it's like when men comment, whatever, who gives a fuck about that? But the most hurtful is women.
Yep.
Women commenting and women tearing other women down. It's like, we got to be in this together.
Yeah.
But the most hateful comments that you see a lot of times are women tearing other women down.
Well, that's internalized misogyny. It's internalized patriarchy. It's another effort to conform, right? It's proximity to power. And in this case, power is maleness, you know? Yeah. And that's what it is. So you have to take that for a grain of salt, but I'm absolutely with you. I'm a capital F feminist, have identified that way for a really long time. And I'm team do what you need to do to make it, because like life is hard.
That's right.
Yeah.
and as long as you respect other people's choices to also do what they want or need to do, and you support those people, you know, do it, lady. Do it, lady, for all the ladies,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
Do
it's
it, lady,
You want to
summer.
grow out your grays?
Do it, lady,
Do
summer.
it, lady. You want to get a little Botox?
Do it, lady.
Do what you need to do, you know, because it's fucking hard out
Yes.
here.
Yes.
Okay? It's hard.
Ugh.
Yes. And if I wish that's what makes me sometimes what upsets me the most and what makes me the most sad is seeing like really hateful comments from women on other women's posts.
But they're upset with themselves.
really
Like that is
bums
just
me
an
out.
internal. I really believe that is something that you are fighting inside yourself, that you're having problems with, and you're externalizing it because you haven't come to terms with it.
Yes.
Because if you're okay with what you've got going on over here, you have no reason to be upset about what that person is doing over there.
Amen.
No reason.
Yeah.
You like just let them do them.
But that TikTok where he's like the whisper. Oh,
Yeah.
I ran into Sarah at the grocery store. She's really gained weight. Oh my God, that is my mother.
I know. It's
My grandma did that the last time I saw her.
Oh,
About somebody.
Yeah.
I was like, oh God,
it's so
Grandma.
real.
it's so real. I was like, oh man. And it is something I'm like, when somebody locks into something like that on TikTok that's so universal, I'm just like, oh yeah, we all had to grow up with someone like that in our life.
That's the benefit of the internet. For all of its negatives, the way that it can be like, hey, we all really lived the same life.
Yeah.
We all have like a shared
Yes.
experience. Speaking of TikToks, I cannot believe we never brought this up on the show, because this was given to us by Christina months ago, I want to say at this point. And I think it was so genuinely horrific that we blocked it from our brains and never brought it up.
Oh,
But you shared this TikTok where this woman was talking about how her fiance would not throw away a pillow he's had for 20 years.
Oh God.
And I
Did
was
we
like,
not talk about that?
No. And I was like, how bad could it be? Right? She's like, he will not throw it away. He sleeps with it every night.
It looked like leather.
When I tell you, she showed this pillow, I wanted to throw my phone.
Yeah.
I was like, no adult man, no adult no person should be cuddling up to that at night. It was one
I
of
wouldn't
the
give
most
that to my
disgusting
fucking
things.
dog.
No.
Oh, me neither. The dust mites that have got, I would not want to put that thing under a microscope. Can you?
Oh my God, that
Imagine.
thing's got its own ecosystem,
Yes.
weather patterns.
Yeah.
And that thing was
ma'am,
fucking...
Funky.
you sleep in the same bed
No.
as a man
That would
who
be
has
in
that pillow?
in my house. Ew. Ew. Girl, it was like Lipton iced tea colored.
Yes, it was. It was.
It was the instant
Oh
kind
my
though, where you
God.
accidentally put too much of the powder in. You're like, oh. It was.
People were rightly like, you need to end your engagement. They were like, this is not normal.
No, I that is something I sat with it and I was like, Yeah, no, that would be a deal breaker for me. Like, I don't, that person could be incredible, so nice, everything like that. But that is like,
what? Because
that
it speaks
level-
to something psychological that's
Yes.
happening. Like, why can't you let that go? That's so weird.
like even you can explain to a child that you have to wash their toy. So the fact that he wouldn't even let her wash
it. That's true. She wasn't even telling him he had to get rid of it. She was just like, you need to and it wasn't even like, it wasn't a teddy bear. It wasn't something like that. He had a sentimental attachment to this funky ass pillow that he wouldn't let her put in the wash.
Okay,
Dude,
I gotta
so
be
I-
honest
And it was
with you.
just like a
My
Target
teddy bear
pillow.
has
It was
never been washed. I would not let my
Well,
mom
that's
wash my
okay.
teddy bear. I don't want him to die. He can't breathe in there.
that to me makes a lot more sense.
Thank
I
you.
would have really struggled. I've told my teddy bear
Oh yeah.
Godfather story, right?
What?
Yeah.
You know? Yes.
Teddy bear godfather.
Where-
You have. We've
I think I
talked
have.
about.
We've talked about teddy bears.
Teddies.
Where I woke up with my teddy bear's head had fallen off in the night.
And then
Barry?
your mom sewed it on backwards. Didn't
Yes,
she?
we
Yes.
took it
That's right.
somewhere and they sewed his head on backwards.
it's awful.
Yes, and to this day, Barry's head is on backwards. I need to take him to the repair shop.
Yeah.
Have
Oh
that
my
fixed.
God, I love that show.
But that makes sense to me, Cassie, because I'm like, you having a sentimental attachment to your teddy bear. We all do that. That's why Toy Story exists. We
Yes.
anthropomorphize our toys.
Yes.
Right? Like,
Teddy's
pillow?
watching this right now.
I mean, I guess he can anthropomorphize the pillow, but so update on it. She has been on a washing. She did get permission to finally like wash it, or maybe
I
she
feel like
just
you gotta
did
throw it away.
I need
I feel
to,
like because that thing, could you even wash it at that point, do you think?
dude. I saw the bathtub. She
What?
What?
Yeah, I saw the bathtub where she put it in.
Oh.
Girl, it was instant black water. Instant.
Okay. We also need to talk about why men
Just period.
can sleep on period. End of sentence. Why men can sleep on shit like that and have nary a zip.
I fucking
Like no pimples.
Bullshit.
And you're like, are you fucking
How dare
kidding
you.
me? Because I have to wash my pillowcases like once a week or I have my face has a
Exactly.
full fucking Chernobyl level meltdown.
Yeah,
Are you kidding me?
I looked at that TikTok and got a zit.
Yeah,
I was like, oh,
exactly right.
And he's just snuggling up to it every fucking night.
Ugh.
Like, are you kidding
the
me?
smell of that
Oh.
too. The smell. It's like
I-
20 years of dried
Why?
saliva and dead
Oh,
skin.
shut up.
Gross.
And who knows what else? He had that through his teenage years.
Oh.
The most disgusting football sweat and cum. Just disgusting.
Oh God.
I hate this.
Oh my God.
Gross.
Yeah. No, girl, run. That is, and it's in your bed. I would feel like there was no way I could sleep, even if it wasn't touching me. Just knowing it was touching other
No.
items in the bed
It's
near
touching
me.
things that it's touching my fine linens.
Touching my soul.
No, dude. Like, what if you rolled over and you woke up on it? How disgusted would you be?
I would
Like,
scream.
you're scrubbing your face off, trying to get it off.
Honestly, A24 needs to make a horror movie about that fucking pillow. I swear.
That pillow. I
It's
need
Annabelle,
listeners
but it's
to
a pillow.
understand how bad it was because I wasn't expecting it. You sent it and I was like, it can't be that bad. And then she showed it and I was like, this is so much worse
a
than
jump
I
scare.
ever could have imagined.
Oh my God, it's a jump scare. Oh my God, speaking of jump scares, speaking of one of those ties perfectly into the story we were just talking about, but it was the girl who always posts the like picture of the guy who comments who's like, oh, Sabrina Carpenter, gross, like I don't get it or whatever. And the last one, it was like, you know, like she was like warning, and the guy, I literally, it was a jump scare. I was like,
Yeah.
this motherfucker.
No. These fucking guys look like the creature
Green
from the
hair.
Black
I was
Lagoon, like always. And they're commenting on some of the most beautiful women to exist.
Yeah.
And they're like, meh, not my speed.
No.
Well, good, because she wouldn't fucking touch you with a 10-foot pole.
She's not nearly
anyway.
as good looking as she was before. Ugh. She's gained
I think
too much
that
weight.
goes into our conversation earlier where it's just that internalization, and the only way that they can feel better about themselves is by tearing down someone
Yeah.
else.
I think a good example of that was Selena Gomez because, she has lupus. Her weight has fluctuated a lot. She was a lot bigger last year than she is this year. As beautiful as ever, But the number
Her
of
and Benny
fucking
are so
toad. Oh, so cute. But the number of men who look like Toe Jam making comments about her weight gain was just like, are you fucking for real?
Yeah.
She's still insanely stunning
and way out of your
are you
fucking league,
kidding
dude.
me? Yeah, unbelievable.
Ugh.
Yeah. We've got to stop like putting each other down. It's just like that. But there's too much money involved in it. There's too much. That's usually the problem with society is that someone's making money off of it.
To quote John Lennon, what if there was no money?
I know.
True.
True.
So deep.
I know. Well, who are we gonna fuck, marry, kill this week? We're ahead in the future. It's August 6th when this comes out.
We're not quite to Virgo season yet.
I want to do Mexican American
Ooh.
actors or actresses.
Oh, I love it. Okay. I love that.
Yes. There's so many.
Yeah.
Hot. I gotta rep Salma Hayek because that is my husband's future ex-wife.
Love her.
Yeah, that's
his hall pass.
That's his hall pass. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Salma Hayek.
I'm gonna go with Selena Gomez. I'm gonna go with her. She's having a real mom, and she's so beautiful.
I think I'm going to go with Michael Pena.
Michael
Nice.
Pena. I haven't
Tell me
thought about
there's
Michael
nothing
Pena.
there's nothing negative. It's so hard when you pick an
I
actor.
haven't thought about him in so long.
He's been in so
yes.
much.
Give the disclaimer of we don't know everything, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, exactly.
Let us know. But I haven't heard anything. He's been married to the same woman since 2006.
Love to see it. And he's still currently in movies, so that's good.
All right. Okay.
Okay, so you got who is it again? Michael Pena.
Selena Gomez. Salma Hayek.
Love this. Oh,
Michael
what a
Pena.
fucking win.
Okay.
Oh, I already know what I'm going to do.
Okay, go.
I
girl.
already know what I'm going to do. I am going to marry Michael Pena. I'm going to fuck Salma Hayek.
Salma.
And I'm going to friend Selena Gomez. No question. No fucking question. First of all, I want to be friends with Selena Gomez. Why aren't we friends?
Oh.
I don't understand. Second, Salma Hayek is the fucking most beautiful human being in the whole world.
Yeah, she's
Ever
gorgeous.
since Frida, I've been obsessed. She is so fucking gorgeous.
She's beautiful. She's so,
I just want
so
a motorboat and son of a bitch.
She does truly not to completely objectify her, but she does have the most beautiful set of breasts
perfect
in the world.
Perfect.
There's so her figure is so what does it feel like
Stunning.
to be
God's
God's
favorite.
I
favorite?
felt like that. Did you see Megan Thee Stallion's swimwear launch?
No, but I will buy. Well,
Girl.
my body's not right for Megan Thee Stallion swimwear, but
She walked the runway. I'll send it to you, the TikTok, immediately, if not sooner. I have seen God.
I have felt sexually attracted to Megan Thee Stallion before. Watching her perform. She exudes sexuality.
She exudes confidence, and she just it was stunning, breathtaking. Why is this TikTok video an hour long? Kind of moment. Where it's just like,
How many times have I watched this? Yes.
Yes, exactly. I think I'm going to marry Salma Hayek. There is a power to her that is very, very attractive to me, and just a depth. I'm also the ability for somebody to go to a foreign country where they do not speak the language and succeed. Belies an incredible intelligence, ambition, and all of those things that I'm very attracted to. And so I just feel a very power couple vibe out of that. So I'm going to marry her.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to fuck Michael Pena.
Yeah.
He seems like a a
He's
good
funny.
time. He's really funny. I think we'd have a good time on the date.
Good date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got this kind of bit of self-deprecating humor too, which I totally appreciate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very attractive. And yeah, gotta be friends with Selena Gomez.
Absolutely.
I want to do a couple's date with her and Benny.
Oh God, yeah.
Think would be
Hell yeah.
so
Benny.
fun.
So fun. I want to cook in their
fucking
kitchen.
video. That song,
You know?
whoever made that song, saying that it was, oh my God, Justin Bieber. Benny. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
I know.
Keegan.
Send it my way, girl. Yeah, this is I will admit I looked up their signs, so that is informing
okay.
my decision
All right.
here. I truly feel like I could make a happy marriage with any of them. I think Benny is a Pisces, so I'm like lovely. But
You mean
I think I'm with no, Benny is a Pisces, so I could make a happy marriage with Selena.
Mm-hmm.
I see what you're saying.
Yes, but I think I'm with you, Christina. I think that there's something really balancing about Salma for me. I think she would do the stuff I don't want to do in a relationship. So she is a Virgo. She's my sister sign.
I
Love it.
felt it. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yep. A
Yeah,
power
and
couple.
I feel like, she's going to help keep me organized, you know, but she's also like super fucking hot. And also she seems like the kind of partner who, if I was with her at an event or on a red carpet, she's going to pull me in. She's going to, have you met Keegan?
Yes.
Have you, like she's that kind of person, which is lovely. Like she wants to see you win.
Yeah.
I feel that from her.
Yeah.
I'm also going to fuck Michael Pena, who is also a Capricorn.
I married perfect.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
I thought about marrying him because I feel like he'd be real steady Eddie. Like I think he'd be like real rock solid. But I feel, and like Salma has more sex appeal to me than he does, but I do feel like you would get that. He's a deep conversation.
Yeah.
I feel like I always judge on whether or not you would be in the back corner booth of a bar having like a nobody else is here in a busy bar conversation.
Yes.
And I feel like he's
yes.
going to give you that. He's going to give you that. So I'm going to fuck him and I'm going to be BFF with Selena.
Yes.
I think that we would be really good friends. She likes to cook. She's got a good sense of humor.
Yep.
Benny's fucking hilarious.
Yep.
She's a Cancer. And I actually have lots of Cancer girlfriends. So I think that we would have a real good water sign hang fun times. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. But all three,
I love
amazing choices.
Yeah. Love it.
Yay.
Awesome. Well, hey, you guys want to take 5 and then we'll come back with stories?
Sounds good.
Yes. And we're back. Okay, Christina.
Okay. It's not scary time, but I've got scary for you. Okay.
Okay.
One day for my lunch break, I went downtown and ate quickly at a patio seat alone. A passing man stopped, said I was beautiful, and asked for my number. I graciously said, "Thank you, that's very kind, but no, I don't give my number to strangers." He took it fine, I thought, and wished me a great day and left, all smiles. A few hours later, I was back at my office and working away when someone called in and asked to drop off a delivery.
No, ma'am.
It was an office that you needed to badge into, and I was a receptionist, so I went to go grab it. It was the guy again,
No.
and the delivery was a food order for someone in the office. I did the whole lighthearted, haha, you again thing, and we both laughed. Then he said something like, "Now this has to be fate, right?"
Okay.
Probably not.
I just completely brushed past it, thanked him for the delivery, and took it inside. On the way to the person the food belonged to, she met me halfway in the hall. I said something like, "Be sure to pick up your food. I just had the most awkward encounter with the delivery guy." She said that's just what she was doing, but it was supposed to just be dropped off and left at the door. Call me suspicious, but that made me a little weirded out. I was thinking it was an unfortunate coincidence. I was still 99% sure it was, but it stayed on my mind. Hours go by. I'm helping with organizing a closet in the back, and towards the end of the day, another receptionist comes to get me because someone at the desk was here to see me. My stomach dropped. I immediately knew who it was, and I was right. I'll never forget the way my fellow receptionist's face froze when I kept a good distance and said, "Hi, how did you get in here?" before anything else. He once again just said he thought I was really beautiful and really wanted to take me out.
Oh my God.
Although he seemed earnest, I was now pretty convinced he followed me from the restaurant where we
100%.
originally spoke, faked being a delivery guy to gain access to the building, and now did it again, now actually coming inside.
This is so scary because you have to know that there is something truly wrong with this person, that they would think that this would work, or that this would be like appealing or endearing, you know, in any way, because you're going to have to explain that at some point. And do you really think that she's going to be like, that's so cute that you did that?
That you stalked me. Yeah. He huffed, threw his arms out so that they slapped his side and said, "Well," like he wanted me to answer again, suddenly really frustrated. The other receptionist and I didn't react at all for a moment. Then he kind of jokingly apologized in an exaggerated way, like, "Oh, sorry for complimenting you," and finally left.
It's the worst.
The flurry of whispered, "What the fuck?" as soon as that door closed makes me laugh now, but we really were frightened and trying to figure out if we needed to call site security.
That's scary.
She hadn't let him in, and there weren't security cams at the front. We told my boss, who took it seriously, thankfully, and got security to drive around the lot to see if anybody was out there and hang around while employees left that day. He also sent out an email about not letting people in if you don't know them. Never saw him again, but it creeps me out. If he really did follow me from the restaurant, he'd have been sitting out there for hours. If he really was a delivery driver, he still must have come back hours later to gain access to an area only employees and expected guests should have been able to.
No.
He now has the address and could have popped up any time if he wanted. I made sure to walk out with a group for the remainder of my time at that job.
Fuck, that's
You
so
remember
scary.
a few years ago, post Me Too, whenever there was this real like conversation around catcalling and men's inability to understand why it was unsettling to people.
Yeah.
And, you know, just like basic level without thinking about it any deeper, you can kind of see how they're like, well, someone's paying you a compliment. Isn't that
You
so
should be
nice?
so flattered.
But I will tell you, as somebody who walks around alone quite a lot, it is so deeply scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, whenever men feel like they can get in my space that way, or, you know, and it's so uncomfortable. You don't know what's going to happen if you say no. You don't always feel comfortable to say no, but you're by yourself. Like, what do you do? Like, and then it can escalate into situations like this. And that's my greatest fear.
Yeah.
You know, is that it could escalate into something like this. That's so scary.
That their inability to recognize why that would be uncomfortable and or scary, combined with the just level of violence that we as women have to deal with coming from all sides every day. It's just like, my guy, if like you don't get it, like I'm not going to be able to explain it to you.
Right.
Like that's just, it's such
Well, if you don't get it,
thing.
Something is wrong. Like with this person, I'm like, if you don't understand why this would be unsettling and not romantic, and I do understand that you have received the same way we were talking about at the beginning of this episode, how we've received messages from society. I realize that men have received messages from society too about needing to be, you know, proactive and aggressive and go after what you want and all of that stuff. I get it. But at this point in, you know, the year of our Lord 2025, if you don't know that women are fearful of that and they live in constant fear of that, I'm with you. I don't know how to explain it to you.
Right.
you shouldn't be around women.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe just don't ever come near us. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, you'll like this one. Had just moved into a new town and didn't know a single person. Ended up meeting who I thought was a great guy at a bar. That evening, he and I shared lots of funny stories and really seemed to hit it off. At the end of the night, he said, "Here's my number. I'm having a party tomorrow night, and I would love it if you'd come. No pressure." That made him cooler in my eyes because there was no pressure. He just genuinely seemed like he wanted me to be there, and I had no friends. So I called him the next day. He was excited to hear from me and told me the directions to his house. This was winter time and it was snowing and cold outside, and I had a shitty car, but went anyway. Arrived, and there were tons of friendly, fun people, like 50 or so people. Yeah, this was going well. He gave me a huge hug when I arrived, and I said how glad I was to be here. After about 30 minutes, I had met a couple of people and had a few drinks. I excused myself for a quick pee break, walked out, and everyone was gone except for him. You go for a quick
When you
pee
went
break.
to the bathroom?
50 people? 50 people?
He's like, get out.
It's like the fucking Roanoke colony. They just vanished.
They were all ghosts.
What the fuck? That's so many people to get out of your party.
They were all ghosts.
That's a sixth sense.
Like, what the
oh my
fuck?
God.
They're all gone.
Dude, none of them Midwestern. 'Cause
No.
You know how long it takes us to say goodbye.
30
Jesus
minutes
Christ.
just for one goodbye. And then that's just to get you to the door.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
The amount of time I spent sitting in the car, because I would think like if I tell mom I'm gonna go sit in the car, it'll rush her out the wherever we're at more quickly.
Yeah.
Because she'll know
Oh,
that
yeah.
I'm sitting in the car. That doesn't work. That doesn't work
have
at all.
done this
Like
trick.
she just
does
she's
not
just
work.
like, oh, now I don't have kids bothering me. I can stay in here for another fucking hour.
whether
Like,
you go
saying
inside the
goodbye.
grocery store or sit in the car at the grocery store, it's still going to be the same 2 hours for that quick
Doesn't matter.
stop.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I actually have that on phone calls too. I would love nothing more than to be able to be like, I have nothing more to say. I'm going to hang up now, and then just hang up because that goodbye
Okay,
back
all
and
right.
forth at the
Pleasantries
end.
that you have to do back and forth to end the phone call.
All right. Well,
Truly.
all right. Well, I love you. Okay.
That's where
Okay,
I feel
all
like,
right.
and Cassie, you can let me know, but TikTok has led me to believe that Germans are excellent at this. Like
Yes.
German
Done.
people and like people from like Nordic countries are just like, I'm done socializing now.
Okay,
Can
goodbye.
you please leave? Like,
Okay, goodbye.
it's like, you're like, okay, well, yeah.
I'm going to have to look at my ancestry results again. I do have some from Norway and Sweden, so maybe that's where
There
that
it
comes
is. That's
from.
where it's coming from. You got your height and you got your, you don't like pleasantries.
Oh my God. So my boss
I am-
is Danish, and she always says this term. I think I've said this to you guys before. She always says, I'm just going to be Danish right now. And by that, she means I'm just going to say what
Blunt.
the fuck is up.
Yes.
Like I'm going to say the
Be
most blunt shit. It's not going to be polite. It's going to be what it is. And
Yeah.
she'll say the thing. And I'm like, am I fucking
Honestly,
Danish?
What a relief.
It's so
As
nice.
somebody
I
who
love
feels
it.
the chronic
love
need
it.
to be polite,
Oh,
Yes.
what a
it's so great.
relief to just be able to be like, you know what? I'm tired. I don't want to be here.
I love
I'm
it. I
done.
love it. I'm just
Like,
I'm going to be Danish here. And I'm like, oh, please. Oh, yes. Thank
Great.
you, Jesus. Thank
Fantastic.
you.
Love it.
Yeah. All right. Started getting nervous because that was weird. He suggested we watch
Yeah.
a movie together, and I agreed. Before the movie even began,
I'm sorry. Hold on. You have to, before we watch this movie, you need to explain to
How
me
you got
where
50
49 people went.
Yes. How did all of
What?
these people leave so quickly? Were they actually on their way to a concert? And that just like right now, like.
And
they
why aren't
had
we
to
going to
leave?
the
Yeah, like,
concert? If that's the
what
case,
happened?
why are you the only one who's not going?
He's like, it's on fire. The house is on fire. Everybody get out.
Weird.
I agreed. Before the movie even began, he, without looking or speaking to me, took off all his clothes except for his tiny whiteies and long
We gotta stop. We gotta
No.
stop. I need people to stop getting naked.
and long tube socks.
No. Also, that's got to be the most unattractive thing. Is it worse to be fully nude
No.
or to keep on your
Tube
like
socks.
fucking Fruit of the Loom
Yeah.
and your tube socks?
Oh my God.
I don't know. Actually,
I don't know.
I think they're
They're
all.
both
Yeah, it's
pretty
both awful.
bad.
Would you rather?
Probably the tube socks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the tidy
A
whities.
little bit of clothing at least.
I don't want a surprise
No.
floppy dick.
No.
No.
You know.
Then he just sat down on the couch without speaking or looking at me. I started laughing uncomfortably and told him it was getting late and the weather was bad and that I needed to go. He, in a whiny voice, kept asking me not to go. Please, please stay.
Okay, hold on. Now you've got whining in tidy whities and tube socks. Whining.
Ick.
You know what will get me
Have
to
you
stay?
ever been like drier in your life?
Yeah.
Nope.
Ew.
I was getting more and more creeped out and darted toward the door. At this point, still in his tidies and socks, he grabbed a blanket his mother had knitted him and started crying about the fact that I wanted to leave.
Oh my god.
My God.
I mumbled something and seriously ran the fuck out of there. Thankfully, he didn't have my number, but I saw him at a bar about 6 months later and he acted like nothing strange had happened.
Well, he'd have to, because you got to compartmentalize. If I was him, you can't let the weight of that reality hit you when you run into that person at the bar later.
Dude.
Like the last time they saw me, I was in my tidy whities and tube socks, wrapped in mommy's
Crying.
blanket, crying. No.
Dude, it makes
No.
me think of those TikToks where like girls are like showing like their cheating boyfriends crying. And
Oh my God, they're always throwing
So good.
fits.
yes.
Oh,
I'm just like, oh, you're making this so much easier because being cheated on is very, very traumatic.
yeah.
But I gotta think like, thanks, dude. You're doing a solid because you've given so much ick now, and I'm actually happy
Can't
This
that
is the
you've made
last
this so
memory.
easy.
I'm gonna have of you.
Can't unick
Anytime
this.
I miss you, I'm gonna look at this. I'm gonna look at this video.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
get
God,
so
so
much
true.
ick. Dude, this one I saw just the other day, he was like crying. He was doing the thing where he's like on the floor, be like, blah, 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 blah. He's like,
How could you do this to me?
he pulled a ring out
the
of
loose
his
ring.
pocket and tried to.
Yes. She's like, are you fucking serious right now? She's so dead ass too. Like, so like calm. She's like, are you fucking serious right now?
It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. He's like, I just want to spend the rest of my life with you. She's like, what? You
No.
just cheated on me. Like, what the fuck?
Oh my God.
Oh.
It is brutal out here.
God.
Okay.
Woof.
When I was 45, I met a man online who was very wealthy. He even boasted that he just treated himself to a 50,000 pound Mercedes for his 50th birthday.
Yourself.
Treat yourself. He began by inviting me to an extremely expensive restaurant in Eastbourne for lunch. Then, on the morning of our first date, he messaged to say that the weather was so gloriously sunny and hot, it was a shame to sit inside in the gloom, so he was going to take me out for a scrumptious picnic on the beach. You just went from like a high class, super expensive restaurant to a picnic on the beach.
Scrumptious.
He collected
What
me
are you,
from the
Templeton
station.
from Charlotte's Web?
Scrumdiddlyumptious. He collected me from the station in his flashy Merc convertible and drove towards Norman's Bay, an area I was not familiar with at all. He took a couple big beach bags out of the boot and led the way to the beach. I trailed about 10 feet behind him, struggling with my heels on the pebbles. Girl.
A pebbly
Finally.
beach. Oof.
Well, and also, like, here's the thing. If he had phoned up ahead of time
Yes.
and been like, hey, change of plans. It is so nice. Let me take care of creating this, like, picnic date for us.
I'd be into
Great.
it. But then I would
But
award
I
you.
get in the car and I'm in fancy restaurant clothes and we're changing plan. I'm like, I'm not equipped to hike down to a beach in these heels. Like,
Also,
it's
even
different.
when you are equipped to do it and you're ready for it, as someone who loves the beach, loves a beach day, the worst part is carrying all your shit to and from the
Yeah.
beach.
Yeah.
Like that is the worst
It is.
part.
yeah.
So you're in heels doing that on a pebbly beach with a man you don't know who's supposed to take you to like a 5-star restaurant.
No.
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 Yeah.
Finally, he stopped and laid, here's a theme. Finally, he stopped and laid out a blanket across the stones, and I sat down. He then stripped off, completely naked,
What the fuck?
and told
What
me
is happening?
What is going on right now?
What is happening? Dude, I have to know. There's such an influx
Something in the air.
of naked.
Yep. A lot of them. A lot of naked stories lately. And told me to do the same or I'd, quote, look out of place. As I looked around me, everybody was stark naked. The bastard had taken me to a nudist beach.
Oh my
Surprise.
God.
Nudist beach on
How
somebody.
fucking ever dare you?
What are you doing?
Oh
Dude.
my God.
I wasn't going to strip, but I wasn't going to run away as I did not want to look like a prude. Besides, I had skipped breakfast in anticipation of the delights of his wicker picnic basket. He opened it, and inside were 2 triangular cheese sandwiches that he picked up at the petrol station and 2 cans of Coke.
Fuck.
I left and blocked him.
Fuck you.
I love that she's like, I'll stick around for a good lunch.
Fuck you very much.
know,
Yeah.
like,
She should be like taking off the bra. It's like, well, I mean, what you got in the
it's like a
basket?
cozy. Yeah.
No, 7-Eleven fucking wet
Goodbye.
cheese sandwiches.
No.
no, thank you.
Oh my
No.
God, you know that's wet bread, Christina.
Oh my God.
I know, and you know how I feel about that.
I sure do.
Also, surprise nude beaches. No,
No, you can't
No.
do that. That's straight to jail.
Yes.
Straight to jail. I thought I was going to go to like fucking Nobu.
Yeah, no.
And now I'm
Fuck
at
you.
like,
A
yeah,
nude
just
beach.
loose
Nude boo.
skin central. I don't want that. Just
No.
Fucking no.
Boo.
No.
Oh my God. Okay. This person says, we were speaking on a dating app for a couple of weeks and decided to meet up, and she invited me to her house. I wasn't thinking anything serious. It was more something to do on a Sunday and have a good laugh and see what happens. We got on well through text, so I thought it would be enjoyable. Traveled about 45 minutes, and she told me I'm in the house with the music playing. And I could hear...
Oh man.
I don't know why I think this is so funny. I'm sorry. I could hear the music down the bottom of the street. She told me the door was open. Walked in and the music was at full volume. I couldn't even hear myself think.
I'm too old.
No.
I'm too old for that. Like, I'd be like, I'm going home. I'm going home
neighbors
to lay on my couch.
Hate her.
Hey,
Yeah.
Actively
no.
hate her.
hey, seriously.
Why did we do that to ourselves? Like when you're at a restaurant or a bar, you can't help that. Like that is sometimes just what's going on. But at house parties, do you remember going to house parties where the music would be up to like 100?
Girl, I
Why?
remember like ears ringing
yeah.
after
Why'd
the
we
club.
do that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, big time.
This one goes
So
all
I
the way up
asked-
to 11. Sorry.
I asked her to turn it down, and rather unsurprisingly, she couldn't hear me.
Oh yeah.
But not because the music was too loud, but because she was deaf and she didn't tell me.
Well,
So for the whole time, sorry. I don't know why that turn of phrase.
No,
that was
you-
just
'cause
like
you
not
have to tell people. You can't. You have to.
and
Because it makes sense now why she's playing
Right.
the music so loudly.
right. She's like feeling it, you know. But
literally.
so for the whole time I was there, we couldn't communicate because she was deaf. She could lip read, but she didn't like to look at people. So she ended up texting me while I was sitting next to her. Most awkward date I've been on. I just can't believe she didn't tell me. What made things even worse was that her dog kept pissing everywhere and she just left the puddles on the floor. I went to the toilet and had to do huge hurdles over the piss to get to the toilet. I should have just pissed on the floor. Never been so excited to get home. A good story, but never again.
Oh wow.
We got to go back to meeting in person.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
We
But
gotta get
because-
get off these apps.
We got to get off the apps because people just don't share important information.
Right.
It comes down to that a lot in these stories
Yeah.
where you're like, why wouldn't you just tell me
Yeah.
this?
I could have prepared. Hell, honestly,
Right.
I might have learned like a few like sign language things.
Yes,
Like that would be
it would have
cool.
been a much more enjoyable
Yes.
time for everybody.
Yes.
It's not a deal breaker. It's just like I would like to know before I show up and make a fool out of myself.
Right. Yeah. Or not know and then just be like, it's just, you're creating an awkward situation for
why do
everybody
it?
involved.
Why?
Ugh.
Yeah. Oh my God. Anyway, a lot of surprises in this episode. Very, very surprised. Surprise, naked.
This one thankfully does not get naked. But I think you guys are going to like this story. I met a guy online and we agreed to meet up for a Big Lebowski event at the bowling alley. They were going to have $2 white Russians and show the movie nonstop. We arranged to meet at 2 p.m.
Hold on. $2 white Russians sound like I'm going to be throwing up in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
That sounds disgusting.
Well, I would be anyway because it's
I'm
milk,
so sorry.
But
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Alcoholic milk.
yeah.
$2 alcoholic milk.
Yeah.
They're making that shit with like pop off. No. Ew.
Ugh. Anyway.
White Russians risky anyway.
Yeah,
You know?
it is. Yeah. We arranged to meet at 2 p.m. because I had a friend's birthday party to go to. When we arrived, it turns out the event didn't start until 9. We decided to just go bowling. I do not recommend bowling for a first date unless in a group. When the two of you are bowling, you basically just nod at each other as you pass each other. Lots of smiles, thumbs up, high fives.
That's so true.
A really bad way to get to know someone. I literally, all I hear is that
so
squeak,
true.
squeak, 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 squeak,
Yeah.
from TikTok sound.
Yeah.
Squeak, squeak, squeak. High five.
Hi. Hey. Good job.
Nod.
Also,
Thumbs up.
like, I'm mid at bowling.
I hate
at
bowling.
Best. I'm beyond. I'm like mid to low level.
Yes. I do
And
not
so
enjoy
to
it.
like struggle through doing something rather poorly on a first date where you don't really know anybody and you're just passing back and forth does sound like miserable to me.
I see how
Big Lebowski
bowling
thing would
is
have
a
been fun.
good. Yeah, and I see
yeah.
how bowling is a good group activity. Like I see
Yes.
why people do it for
Birthdays.
office bonding things. Yeah, you know, like because it is fun when you're sitting waiting for your turn, you're chatting with everybody else you're sitting
Right,
with and all that
right.
stuff. If you have like 5 people on your
Yes.
team. If it's just 2 of you, yeah, there's no time to talk. It's my turn, it's your turn. It's my turn, it's your turn. That's it. That's it.
After a game or two,
God.
we finish. At that point, I barely knew the guy. So we sit and talk for a bit. Then he suggested we go for a walk. We actually got to talk even though we were side by side and not looking at each other. We went on a very long 4 miles, as I later clocked it with my car. I figured when we got back to the bowling alley, the date would just be over. He asked if I wanted to play another game, and it dawns on me that he expects me to stay there until the event starts. This wasn't a horrible date, just boring. But I felt it would be too rude to leave because I felt like I had agreed to the Big Lebowski thing.
Dude, that's 7 hours of being bored. Life's too short.
Oh my God. We play another game, then sit for a while, watch other people bowl. Eventually it's 6 p.m. and we have dinner. They had actually amazing food. I rack my brain for ways to get out of this, but everything seems rude. I resign myself to the situation and we just
Fake the stomach flu.
Yeah.
Just be like, oh, not feeling good.
We just
go to the bathroom for like 20 minutes and then be like, I think I need to go home. Splash some water on your face. I'm so sweaty.
Clammy.
So we just hang there, barely talking until 9 p.m. Then we order a couple of white Russians. About 10:30, my friend comes in who's having the birthday party. I immediately start mentally kicking myself for missing my friend's party that I really wanted to go to, but also for missing a solid reason to get out of this never-ending date. My friend isn't mad and he just laughs about it. And I tell her that we've been, what I've been going through. By 11 p.m., we agree it's time to leave. I give him a ride home. Neither of us even tries to contact each other.
Yeah. Oh my God. You just spent like, what was that? 9 hours?
Yeah.
Just
9 hours of your wild and precious life.
Yeah.
Just bored.
It sounds like on both sides.
Oh,
it's like,
yeah.
Yes. Why are we forcing this?
Exactly. Just shake
Call
hands
it.
and be like, we good?
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
we're good here. Yeah. Okay.
Cheers.
They both really, really wanted to get to that Big Lebowski part.
I mean, it sounded cool, but
Yeah.
do some research.
Exactly.
Show up.
Look it up.
Show up at at
Start
8.
time minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, also, why did they think it was going to start that early? Why? Why would a Big Lebowski party start at that time? Okay. Oh, I also want to let all the listeners know, thank you so much for your patience during this time while we took this time off. Well, we didn't take it off, but while we took this time to take a break from the Tainted Loves so that we could really pop out these episodes for you over the summer. Next week, get excited. We are returning to our Tainted Love, our regularly scheduled programming. So those will be returning next week. We're really, really excited to bring that back to you all. Please let us know if you have suggestions on Tainted Love stories. Because that segment is coming back next week. Okay. I have this rule where I don't shag on the first date, but on this occasion, that went out the window.
Oh.
Because I had this rule, I wouldn't ladyscape down below before my first dates to prevent any temptation.
Oh my God, it sounds like
And
me. I totally used to do this.
Mm-hmm. And I really have done that with my legs before.
Oh, yeah.
Where I'm just like, if you don't shave your legs, then, nothing can happen. Because I had this rule, I wouldn't ladyscape down below before my first dates to prevent any temptation. And it had been a while, so that night I was particularly wild down there, resembling Gandalf's face.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Girls,
lot.
I have to tell you something that really bothers me. So
Uh-oh.
how is it that I ended up with a luscious head of wild curly hair on top and then straight hair down below?
Me too.
Dude, it is.
I don't
it,
know.
It grows. It's like straight. It's straight, completely
Oh my
straight.
God, mine is
right?
too.
Wouldn't know what that's like. Mine is not. Mine is curlier
No.
down in the undercarriage
Dude,
area.
and it grows like a mohawk down there.
You know what? That sounds better though, to be honest, because like when it grows in curly, you're far more susceptible, I feel, to like ingrowns
Yeah.
and stuff.
You are. Yeah. Tin
Yeah,
skin,
it's like
girl,
mine
tin
is
skin.
like thick and curly.
Yeah.
And so I get like ingrown hairs and stuff.
No, mine goes in thick and straight and long.
Yeah.
Long. So it's like Rastafarian down there sometimes when I fucking, it's like just like dreaded. Like if I don't take
What?
care,
I'm
if I don't,
sorry.
if I don't take care of stuff, it's
Your
like,
pussy hair dreads?
no, it doesn't dread, but it's like, it gets so long and straight, and it grows.
Can you like pull it out straight, and is it just like
What are we
it's like
talking?
a silk
You know?
press.
What are we, like an
It's
inch
silk
or
press.
2 inches?
Longer.
What'd you just
Holy
say?
longer.
It's like a what?
Like a silk press.
It's like a silk press.
Oh my God.
It's truly giving down there.
It's giving
I
a
swear-
Cat Williams. You've got a Cat Williams
The
situation
worst-
going on
the
down
worst
there.
part about it is, so we've all seen each other's lady bits because of just being friends for so long.
in Korean
So
spas.
and Korean
Yeah.
spas, exactly. So like my lip situation, I have hair that grows on the inside.
Me
and
too.
it grows like very, very long. And so it's just like literally like,
Like a Venus flytrap.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And trying to shave that area
Oh.
is very
It's
difficult.
horrible. It's horrible because mine grows on the inside too. Like I'm just hairy. I'm like a hairy person. So like I use an electric razor mostly because
me
if I
too.
shave like only if I need to get a real close shave, like I'm going to be in a bikini or something, do I use like a regular razor?
Yeah.
Because if I use a regular razor too often, then I get ingrown hair. So I use an electric razor. But the way, okay, has this ever happened to you? Sorry, Thomas, my good friend.
oh no.
But have you ever nicked your like hood?
No, thankfully.
I did. Oh my God. I did with an electric razor.
Oh, girl.
It wasn't like the worst thing in the world, but it was certainly
I hate it.
uncomfortable.
It was unpleasant.
Like,
Yeah.
It was unpleasant. But that's like, cause you're trying to get in that inside, you
Yeah.
know, like, and oh man,
Yeah.
It's the worst.
rough times.
It's the
Rough
worst.
times. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, mine's curly. Mine is
straight.
Probably curlier than my head.
But it's not that long. I mean, like it's like that's the longest.
Mine grows
like
you're doing like an inch and a half.
At
Oh,
most.
dude.
At most. Yeah.
I feel like if I didn't I feel like it would grow down to my knees.
I'm really. You should just get. I want to know now. Like, can you grow it out? Is there a Guinness Book of World Records longest badge hair?
It's like fucking Rasputin down there.
Oh no,
Gandalf's face. Yeah, that's what it looks like. No, mine's like an afro.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Situation.
No,
yeah. It's like a Jerry curl. All right. Well,
All right, so
I'm glad the listeners have been on this ride with us for so long that we feel this comfortable.
Straight or curly? Write in and tell us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and do the curtains match the drapes? Is it the same up top as it is down below?
Yeah, no, I couldn't believe that mine are different, but also going gray down there. So that's super fun. Yeah, I've got sporadic white, and
Would
is
you
it really
ever
dark? That's probably why you notice it more because you're really dark. Yeah.
yeah.
Would you ever dye your
No, I
pubic hair?
would
People
just
have
shave.
done that.
Sex in the
People do
City.
that.
No, I've seen that Sex in the City.
Yeah.
I'm not. No.
I don't want that shit anywhere near. I mean, I would just laser it all off, but if it really bothered me to have gray down there, I would just take it all. I shave it anyway. I would just take it off.
No, at this point too, I'm just like, the pussy is wise. Yeah. The pussy is wisdom.
That's
now.
right. Seen some things.
Seen some things.
Learned some. Shirley has seen some things because you've
places.
told some stories on this.
Exactly.
podcast. I'm like, yeah, that vagina has seen some stuff
And deserves your respect too.
That's exactly right.
You put some respect behind that pussy's name.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know if the three of us have ever said pussy so many times collectively.
I love
ever.
it. We're taking it back.
So anyway, hers looks like Gandalf's face. Anyway, after a few drinks, we went back to his, and after a while kissing, I got the urge and thought, fuck it, but hopped off to his bathroom before and noticed he had a razor. So with a bit of conditioner and water, I managed to tidy up down there. Or so I thought. Sauntered back into the bedroom, feeling all sexy with my fresh, tidy fanny. She's English. And we did the deed. Woke up in the early hours of the morning and we did it again. Great night. Hopped in the shower and took a look down. I had only shaved half of my hair, so one side was completely bald and the other side was completely hairy. Safe to say we didn't talk after that out of sheer embarrassment.
No.
I'm guessing her embarrassment.
Yes.
I think she was embarrassed.
I think he didn't even fucking notice.
I didn't care at all.
I told you about that guy that was with that girl for 2 years. Didn't you know she was missing a thumb?
That guy didn't notice that you had like a half and half situation. Right. And even if he did, he'd probably be like, this is probably some trend.
Exactly.
In you know,
he's just happy to be there.
He's just happy to be there.
He's like,
as he should be.
This is what girls do now, right? Yeah.
You know, everything goes through phases. Sometimes you've got like a heart shape, a landing strip,
a half a
light
strip,
bush. Yeah.
It's like a black and white cookie down there.
Oh my god!
If the name of this episode is a black and white cookie, I'm gonna
black and white cookie.
I know.
Oh, it is her
totally.
cookie. Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, I think she's just setting a trendsetter.
That's right.
Yeah.
What's your style?
Thing.
Oh, black and white cookie.
Mm-hmm. I do have a question. If somebody's growing in a full bush, do they still like? Because if we're talking about Christina, where it grows really long,
yeah.
Are you trimming it? Like if you grow a full bush, you've still got to
I still
got
to
top
trim,
off, right?
Yeah.
And here's the thing: I am also not a hairdresser for top of heads or for pussies. So oftentimes my puss looks like Lord Farquaad down there.
Stop it! You're doing like a blunt haircut.
Like a chit.
Oh my god! You're doing like a bowl cut for your vag. No.
So
that's why I just take it all off. I take it all off.
Oftentimes I just have to take the razor and it's like the lowest setting and she's like, you know
God.
what? We're going to start over.
She's got some comb and scissors down there. Like,
oh my god. See, that seems like too much work. I get it. How people feel about naked
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't have the patience for it. I'm just like, take it all off.
I do take it all in the summer because it's hot. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, you know what? Just keep short and sweet for the summer. It's too hot down there.
Short and sweet.
But it is nice to have a little coverage when it's cooler out.
Like a little sweater.
Winter bush.
Yeah, a little turtleneck.
Growing my winter bush.
It's winter time. It's time for the Rasputin.
A little Christmas tree. Yeah.
I have decorations.
Yeah. Oh my God. They slide off though because there's no curls to hook it on.
I had to braid it in.
Just braid it back and forth like a flat braid. And then so you can put little wefts on it. Little sewing.
Oh my God. It's too much. That was actually my good thing.
There you go.
That conversation was much needed.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Pussy control.
Pussy control. Because good things is we're making it through the summer. We're getting ready to take a little break skis.
Yeah.
So for those of us listeners, this is July 5th for us. It is August 6th for you when you're, and we've been recording now. We are officially 7 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. So 7 years weekly. We've never taken this long of a break before.
I'm gonna miss you guys.
I
Do you
know.
feel that way?
Weird.
Like I'm so looking forward to our break because we need it.
Yeah.
You know, and we've worked really hard to get here because for the listeners, the reason why we're a month ahead of you right now is because we have consistently been recording 2 or 3 episodes every time we sit down to record. So it's a large chunk of time, you know, out of our Saturdays. And not that we mind doing it, but it's going to be nice to have a break.
Yeah.
But also when we take breaks, I miss you.
Weird. Yeah. We'll be texting each other a lot though.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm excited. I think my good thing is anticipating how off the fucking rails that
my God.
813's episode is going to be.
Yes. I hope the listeners are ready. We're going to be back to longer episodes because we're going to have all 3 segments back and we will be, I promise you,
unhinged.
We will be unfucking hinged. Oof. I'm going to bring back breakfast wine.
Okay.
I'm bringing it back. That's my promise to you for the next episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
If the world is still standing, we'll see you in a month.
That's right. That's what it is.
Or we'll see you next week, technically.
The world will still be standing because there are worsties.
Yeah.
And worsties are the best.
The best.
Yeah. So if you guys have something that we should talk about, if you need to tell us about your pussy hair situation,
I'm interested.
Yeah, exactly. It takes all kinds.
Amazing.
If you have a terrible date story, reach out to us at our one-stop shop of a website. It's myworstdatepodcast.com. And we love you so much.
Cheers.